my darlings. I got my car back. And if I haven't explained the warranty, they were having to replace everything, the engine, the warranty, and all we had to pay was like some shop fees. And that's like the first time anything like that's been good for me. So the first minute I turned on the car, I could hear the difference. And so I've been driving home, and now I'm back at my house in Illinois. And I'm recording because, well, in one of my former videos, I said I wasn't going to have any interactions with these horrible people unless we're recording. Well, Illinois has laws about that. Like if we're in a private setting, say our house, like their house, I have to have permission to record. But in public settings, like say a laundromat, you can record. Well, this is my private car, but outside of the car, I imagine would be public. And the fact is, usually when I would come home, I would feel mildly annoyed and brushed off, which of course made me try harder to be friendly because I like being friends with my neighbors. Now I genuinely don't feel safe. Like it has been an anxious ride home. While I worried and pictured the worst and went over details in my head, and you know that these people are not necessarily the kind to like attack you. But I don't know, maybe it's past trauma speaking, but still the behavior and the fact that I am basically driving back home to a snake's den has me feeling very insecure and unsafe, and has raised my anxiety from the way they marginalize me on. But I'm coming into my neighborhood, and I'm not trying to film that fence. I mean, truth is, I kind of half expect it to be like right on the border in like a gray area so that it would be a fight. But the cop who was supposed to call my husband today and did not, my husband had to call her, told him that if the fence is actually on our property, we do have a legal right to remove it. But I expect it's going to be in a gray area. Unless she really is believing that this 10-foot leeway exists the way she seemed to be convincing herself on the phone last. But the thing though that's got me most anxious is, I mean, the fact is we've never really been wanted in the neighborhood. Like there's been all sorts of hints. There's this beautiful property over here you guys can buy and move to. Yes, I have been told this. Little things like that. And then there's the fact that they're overly worried about the electricity and water in my home, and their nice little hot neighborhood watch they've got going on that one of them was telling me so proudly about. And it's that, let me see, does it look like it's in the gray area? No, it is on my property. It is on my property. It is on my property, and it comes down. So I'll be going to film that, but I've got to get things in first. But I had told them what's going on because I was being friendly and was like, yeah, I got to sell this place, is what I had said at the time. And then it was, I'm going to get the key and go in so you get to see. Now, I'm kind of anxious about going in because the last person home was my husband, who had told me he had done so many things like cleaning out the refrigerator, because I had to leave in a hurry last time and some things were left undone because I expected to get back, and then the car trouble happened and I have been stranded this whole time. And Rebecca came over today helping me out and cleaning up things in advance for me, and she explained to me that the refrigerator was very, very not clean in a, oh my God, is that our refrigerator kind of way. Yeah. So I'm a little anxious because this was clean, relatively clean when I left it. Oh no, I probably can't get in. This is the wrong key, Rebecca. Oh no, Tim. My husband told me this was the house key, and it's, whew, that was scary. It was looking like I was not going to get into my own house. Okay, I'm gonna get the dog in the backyard so he can potty, and I'll start, and I'll tell, yeah, it's, wow, Tim. Well, actually, some of it is me. When I come home, I spend a lot of time writing, and I also pick a room because we're trying to like fix and clean and reset from where it was allowed to fall apart during my parents' death in the year of mourning, because I took a traditional year of mourning. Go potty. Wow, the door acts like somebody's messed with it. Yes, the door has been broken. But anyway, as I was saying, I'll go to the clean room. Oh, I've got my work cut out for me tomorrow. I'll start with the neighborhood watch, since that's looks like a reverse. Our house was getting broke into, and I kept trying to get people to understand that, and the person started off stealing petty things, and it just started getting larger and larger. And I tried to get the neighbors interested in the neighborhood watch, and I was told no. And one person said to me the infamous question, "Are you sure it's not the help?" Because I actually saw the person start to cross the yard until they noticed me on my deck watching, and then they changed their minds and leapt back across my fence and walked away. So now I'm told they have a neighborhood watch, and at least one person is oh so proud of it. And she's telling me about how there was this dude, and he had been violent to a little old lady nearby, and so she had an injunction against him, and he was living at his mother's house, but because his mother was within the foot area, they had took it upon themselves to spy on the mother's house to watch for this man to get him kicked out of the neighborhood. And I think about how that behavior is, and I was under the impression that a neighborhood watch was you watch each other's homes for suspicious activity. You don't actually spy and do sleuthing. So I'm a little nervous about that. A friend of mine said that they're acting more like it's an HOA with the way they're trying to like get our house flagged for this and that other, because it's not how they want. And or at least somebody is. I'm not saying all of them. And I just, you know, they're like, oh, it's our idea to have a neighborhood. No, I tried getting you interested back when we were getting broke into, but our home wasn't important enough. But I'm here. And tomorrow I will be walking the land, and I will be discussing things, and it is clear that fence is over the line.